PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 16th day of December. James Spann here. Arctic cold. A lot of spots not getting out of the 20s today, but over the weekend will moderate somewhat, and it's beginning to look like we will see some precipitation before the weekend is over. Rain or snow? Let's talk about it. Let's go right some of the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. There's a look at the Gadsden Skycam. And up there on the mountain, we are showing 28 degrees at 2 o'clock. Goodness gracious. Birmingham, same deal, 29 there. That's looking south from the top of the Daniel Building. And down on the campus of the University of Montevallo, 30 degrees. Hard to find anybody above freezing despite a bright, sunny day. And you can clearly see why it's so cold. Got the warm ridge out west, Arctic trough over the east. And we'll look at the numbers, temperatures. Well, what can you say here? Interesting to note that Birmingham at 25, or I think that's Decatur at 25, is almost 30 degrees colder than some of the observations in Montana with Lee warming going on up there. But brutally cold air covers much of the east. Look at Alabama numbers at 2 o'clock. You have to get down to Alexander City and Montgomery to find anybody above freezing today. And look at Haleyville and Muscle Shoals, only 23 at 2 o'clock. And that's about 30 degrees below average values for this time of the year. Here's the QPF chart, expected precipitation through Wednesday morning. This is suggesting very little here. But let's dig deeper and take a look at modeling. This is the 12Z run of the GFS, valid at noon tomorrow. And we'll start off the day way down there in the low teens again, maybe single digits again for the colder valleys. In fact, that's likely. But we'll watch that energy diving down the backside of the trough. And then Sunday, that's about to roll through here. And let's look underneath the hood, if you will. This is the GFS, valid at 6 o'clock Sunday morning. And this is suggesting maybe some light rain, maybe from Interstate 20 south, maybe some light snow north of Birmingham Sunday morning at 6 o'clock. We'll have to watch this now. These kind of things can throw surprises. And understand the moisture will be limited. We've known that all week. We'll go to noon on Sunday. The GFS much more aggressive with moisture than the NAM. It is suggesting mostly rain for central and south Alabama, maybe a little snow north of Birmingham, but not much. And then Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, colder air begins to move back in, and the rain shield moves over into Georgia. And again, that rain-snow line is awfully close to Atlanta. But again, as we mentioned, the NAM awfully dry. This is 6 o'clock Sunday morning off the NAM, not much there at all. But I think we'll have to mention some risk of light snow early in the morning Sunday, with the change over to light rain during the day Sunday. And we should be above freezing, we believe. We think we'll have some pretty good warm air advection going on with clouds, and that should keep us above the freezing mark. So again, I just don't think this is a big deal, but as always, it bears watching. And then Monday of next week, boy, that looks cold now. Come on, I don't know if we get out of the 30s with that look. Big 582 warm ridge over the west, big cold trough over the east, very low thickness values. I think we need to bump those numbers down on Monday. I think we've got a high of 40. We might need to make it closer to 35 if this is right, with a wind out there to make it feel colder. And then Tuesday, a little vortex comes down. That suggests the possibility of snow flurries here on Tuesday. And again, I don't know if we make it out of the 30s on Tuesday. That's going to be a cold day. And we'll go ahead and probably insert the chance of flurries because that feature has been there on several runs. Finally, Wednesday, we start to moderate. We'll be up there around 50, and by Thursday, we'll be pushing 60. So toward the end of next week, things get back to more bearable conditions here. We'll go out 5 more days, the 27th. This run not as aggressive with the rain-producing system. A little impulse coming through, producing rain across the Gulf Coast states. And again, that's a 1,040 millibar high over Des Moines. We'll have to watch for icing on the northern fringe of all of that with maybe some freezing rain. But remember, this is pure voodoo here. This is the 27th. This is out there 11 days. And then at the end of the forecast on the 1st of February, Look at the amplitude trying to pick back up again. That's trying to get some cold air back down in here, but we've seen all kind of solutions out there, and needless to say, confidence in anything specific at this point is awfully small. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video I will do will be here Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters will have the Weather Extreme video both tomorrow and on Sunday. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.